Welcome to Flash Tutorial Request 86 Sliding Puzzle. When you finish these FLAs or FLA, you'll create this little sliding puzzle. There's the space where things can go, and in this case the 2 or the 4 can slide in there, whichever one I click on. In this case the 1 can slide in here, the 3 could, the 2 could. So that's what we're going to make. Going to start by opening a new FLA, keeping the action script 3, clicking OK, and we're going to start by making a space, S-P-A-C-E, I call that layer space. I'm doing this for beginners so that they can have a chance to learn some more Flash. Down here where this bucket is, pick up that eyedropper. I want no fill, and make sure this little pencil is black. Click on your rectangle tool. If that's a circle, click this corner here and select rectangle tool. Hold your shift down and make a square. There it is there. Pick up selection tool, highlight it. Come over here, open what's called the properties panel for now, and make sure this little link is locked. It's unlocked and locked. Click here and make it 25, enter, and both those changes. While it's still highlighted, I can see those little fuzzy things. Modify, convert to a symbol. Make sure this registration point is in the middle, and call this space, S-P-A-C-E _ MC. Copy this. Right click, copy. OK, open the properties panel. We got to give it an instance name. It's called a movie clip and it's space. So in here, type in that or paste in that instance name. Now, while we got this properties panel open, I want to move it to where it needs to be. So click here on the X position and put 350 in here. Click on the Y and make that 150. This is important because we got to line these up. Close that panel, lock that layer. Come down here, insert a layer. P-I-E-C-E, piece, U and P, up and down. That's the pieces that go up and down. Select frame 1. I want a blue fill. Click here, click on blue, keep the black stroke. Click this rectangle tool, hold your shift down, make a square. Pick up your selection tool, highlight it. Open the properties panel, make this 25, enter. While it's highlighted, come up to modify, convert it to a symbol, call this blue, B-L-U-E, shift _ MC, copy that, OK, and paste it in here for instance name. Now, the X wants to be the same X as this, which is 350, 350, enter. And the Y, I want it to be right above it. This was 150, they're 25, so this could be 125. 125, enter, and it's right on top of it. Come back to here, click over here on the side, pick up your rectangle tool, hold your shift down, make a square, click on it, highlight it, properties panel is open, make them 25, enter. Still fuzzy, so I must have it selected. Modify, convert it to a symbol. Blue. Oops, excuse me. Go back, go back, go back. Click off to the side, click the center, click the little bucket, and pick up red. Ah, there we go. Now, come up here, because if you don't, you ain't getting that outside. Click this selection tool, highlight it all. Modify, convert it to a symbol. Red. R-E-D, shift _ MC. Copy that. And paste that in for instance name. Now, the X is going to be the same, 350. 350, enter. And I want it to be above the blue, so it's got to be 25 above the blue, which means it's got to be around 125 or 100. 100. There. So we got those two done. Now we're going to do the two left and right ones. Lock all the layers. Select this piece up layer, insert a layer, call it piece, P-I-E-C-E, L, capital R, left right pieces. Select frame 1. This time I want to have a green, so select that bucket, pick up a green color, pick up a rectangle tool, hold the shift down, make a rectangle, click this, highlight it, over here, make it 25, enter. It's all been selected, see that? Modify, convert it to a symbol, green, G-R-E-E-N, shift underscore MC, registration in the center, copy, and paste it in, for instance, name. And again, we want to be this time in line with this one. So if I peek at this one, if I unlock the space, look at it, its X is 350. So this one's got to be 325 when it's over here. 325, and the Y is 150. So open it up, that's left, right, highlight it, drag it as close as you can, mine locked in place, 325 and 150. Select that first frame, click off to the side. This time I want to have a pinkish color. Pink, 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 there's pink. Close enough to pink for me. Hold down the shift, pick up the rectangle tool, hold down the shift, make a rectangle, highlight it, click here, make it 25 pixels, modify, convert it to a symbol, pink, P-I-N-K, shift underscore MC, copy that, and paste it in for an instance name, and there. Put it as close as I can. As long as these are even multiples of 25, you got it in the right spot. Now let's do a little bit of code. So let's lock all the layers. Select the top layer, insert a layer, call it action script, AS. Select that first frame, open the actions panel. I'm going to close my properties panel for a minute, and type. Blue underscore MC, that's the first square we made, period. Add event listener, small a, capital E, capital L, that all turns blue. Open bracket, mouse event, capital M, capital E, that turns blue, period. Mouse underscore down, that's all capital letters, comma, jump. I want a capital J, I like to keep capitals here. Close bracket, semicolon. Okay, copy that. Copy, click here, at the end, enter, paste it once, enter, paste it twice, enter, paste it 3 times, enter, paste it 4 times. So we got blue, I want one for my red, R-E-D. I want one for my green, G-R-E-E-N. And I want one for my pink. I have one that I don't need right now, so I'm just going to delete that. There, that's my 4 movie clips. Click on the end here, put a couple of enters, and type in this code. Type. It's a lot, and I'll try to go through it for you. It's a function, F-U-N-C-T-I-O-N. The function is jump, that's J-U-M-P. You can call this anything you want as long as it's not a reserved word, and you'll know it's a reserved word if it changes colors. Open bracket, event, small E-V-E-N-T, colon, mouse event, capital M, capital E. You can copy mouse event and paste it in. Close bracket, colon, void, void and function are the same color. There's the open curly bracket for the function, and as you start to type in, this closed curly bracket will come in automatically. If we're doing a test, if turns the same color as function. Open bracket. I'll give you the code, then I'll tell you what it means. Open bracket, two open brackets. Event, small e, period, current target, period y, small c, capital T, small y. All of that turns blue. Equals, equals, two equal signs. That means we're comparing something. Space underscore MC, capital S, that's that space, the bottom of our stage, that one we made, the first square. Period y, minus 25, close bracket. Two and signs, and. I'll explain this to you in a few minutes. Open bracket, event current target, period X. You can copy this event current target and paste it in. This time it's period X. This turns blue. Equals, equals, space, capital S-P-A-C-E, underscore MC, period X, small x, close bracket, close bracket. There's the open bracket for this if. As soon as you start typing something in, this closed curly bracket will come in, and we're doing what's called a trace. T-R-A-C-E, that turns blue. Open bracket, quotation mark, hit down, close quotation, close bracket, semicolon, and you should have two closed curly brackets. So this says, when we click on one of these pieces, okay, if any of those pieces is 25 pixels less than the space one. So if I come down to my stage for a minute, there's only one of the targets fit that bill right now, and that's this one. This is in Flash, as you go down on the X, it increases. So if I'm checking for minus 25 of this, that would be the blue one. So when I'm up here, I'm actually talking about, in this case, the blue piece. So if the piece I click on is that, in this position, above that, and, this means and, that same piece is also, has the same X coordinate as the space, that means this coordinate it has. So this is saying that the only piece that can move right now, if I click on it, would be this one. That's what's going to happen when we're ready to move it. But right now, to see if it works, I'm just going to trace what's called hit down. So test the movie, test. If I click this, nothing happens. If I click this, nothing happens. If I click this, nothing happens. But if I click this and look over here, it says hit down. So that part of the code is working. So now we want this blue piece to move down when we click on it. So go up to the very top, click the very top, put a couple enters in, up with my arrow keys, type. We're going to create what's called a variable, VAR. It's just a place we can keep track of numbers. I'm calling it diff, D-I-F-F, capital B, V, capital D, capital V, colon, number, capital N-U-M. As you start to write this, a drop-down menu will come. As soon as number highlights, you can press enter, or you can write number out, equals 150, semicolon. So when I'm starting, this variable is going to start at 150. So now let's put the code in that makes this actually move. So after this trace, put a couple of enters and type this code. I'm going to clear this, right, put 2 forward slashes so I don't see that no more. I don't want to destroy it because I might need it for troubleshooting. I'm now going to trace that variable I just made, which is 150. And this is what it says. Whatever piece you clicked on, and we know to get in here, it must have been that blue piece at this time. So whatever piece you clicked on, its Y is going to equal diff V. And we know diff V is 150, and 150 is the same coordinates as this space. So that means that this blue movie clip will drop down. Then we're going to say that diff V variable, we're going to say diff V equals diff V minus 25, semicolon. That makes that Next time we use diff v, it'll be talking about this space up here. And to get this white space up to here, space underscore MC period Y equals space underscore MC period Y minus 25 semicolon. That brings it back up. So let's see if this works. Control test movie test. The blue one drops down and this one drops down. Now we're going to make them go back up. I think that's enough for this video. I don't want to make it too long. I'm sure I can squeeze the next one in, no problem. There's been a follow-up. It'll be Flash Tutorial 87 Sliding Puzzle Part 2. So make sure you save this FLA. Hope you learned something from this tutorial, and I hope you use what you learn.